I'm Rye from the New School Kitchen. I help busy people cook real food in less time so that they can heal their bodies and love their lives. We are making sweet potato pancakes in 5 ingredients or less, along with a fig topping. Sweet potato, first ingredient. I've got some pre-mashed here, about half a cup. Everyone's gonna freak out and ask me for the amounts. Honestly, you guys, cooking real food like this and learning methods is all about being a little bit playful and forgiving with your amounts. We are not baking a tart or a pie. We are not cooking something that requires exact measurement. We're having a little bit of fun combining 5 ingredients or so. So let go of the measurements. Get yourself like, maybe this is a medium sweet potato mashed up. Of course, you can use the orange sweet potato too. About half a cup or so of the mashed sweet potato, and we're going to pop it right in a bowl. Okay, put that sticky, cold sweet potato in a bowl. Try not to eat it all. And second ingredient, we're adding eggs. So for every like medium, smallish to medium sweet potato, you're gonna add about 2 eggs. And I'll show you how to just eyeball the mixture after the fact and add a little more, whoopsie, or a little less of what you might need. Okay, sweet potato, eggs, and if you want to be really simple about things, if you're feeding a baby or kids that like things plain, you can just seriously make pancakes out of sweet potato, eggs, and let us not forget a generous pinch of sea salt. And that's it. We could whip this up into a batter. We are going to fluff them up a little bit. We're going to fancy them up a little bit. Vanilla extract, little bit. Not as much as if you were making a full recipe, because we're really just cooking up, I don't know, a couple sweet potato pancakes here. To fluff this up, I'm gonna put just about a tablespoon of coconut flour in this recipe. You don't have to add a flour. If you're grain-free, coconut is a decent flour to use here. You can also use an almond flour. The sweet potato is really the star. The idea is that these are kind of flourless, that we don't have to use a processed flour, which can get in the way. And to fluff these up just a teeny bit more, I'm going to add just a little bit, 1/4 teaspoon here, maybe even a little bit less, of baking soda. And that will allow these to just lift a little bit. So before I get those going, let me get our toppings started. So, I love, who knows what this is? Figs, and they're only in season for a very short little window, and they are just divine. The texture alone, I don't know if you guys have ever had a fresh fig. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. And when they're fresh, they're very mild. When I think about fig Newtons, which is the only way that I knew fig for so long, it was a really strong flavor, and you can coax fig flavor out, which is what we're gonna do in a pretty quick fig compote to put on top of these pancakes. I've got some figs here that I've chopped up, ready to throw, maybe like 4 or 5 of them, ready to throw in the skillet. And I'm going to use, I would suggest butter for this. I'm not eating even trace amounts of dairy, so in that case I'm using ghee so I can still get that buttery flavor in my topping. But I'm not getting any casein or whey, which you will find trace amounts of in butter. If you're not sensitive to casein or whey, or if you do choose to eat animal products, I would use a pasture butter. So let's make some figs. We've heated up that ghee, and I'm just throwing the figs in the pot and cooking them down a little bit. So look what's happening here to the figs. They're sizzling. I don't know if you can hear them. So as our sweetener in this compote, we're going to use some real maple syrup. Instead of just soaking the pancakes with maple syrup, we'll let the maple syrup simmer with the figs and allow that to be our sweetener on top of the sweet potato pancakes. This will be a sweet breakfast. It'd be great if I had some pistachios or some walnuts. Some sort of crushed nut would be really good in this compote, or sprinkled at the end as well. Okay, so I don't know if we put salt in this compote, but I'm cooking down the figs and the maple syrup in the ghee with a pinch of sea salt, and we'll just turn it down and let the figs kind of break down a little bit, you know? It's not gonna take very long. They're a very delicate fruit. And you can see already it's been 2 minutes and they're breaking down there. Oh my gosh, they smell really good. Let's get back to our sweet potato pancakes, because I wanna get these in the cast iron skillet. Moving this fig compote to the back burner to just finish up. Here is the beginnings of our sweet potato pancake batter. I've got pre-cooked mashed sweet potato. I've got vanilla extract. I have 2 eggs, and I have a little bit of coconut flour and a little bit of baking soda. I'm going to add pumpkin pie spice to this to give just a little bit more flavor. All right, you don't have to use one of these awesome hand mixers. You can just get a whisk and really beat the heck out of that. And we're gonna turn this mixer on and just whip this batter up very quickly. Okay, I always do that. Tell me I'm not the only one that pulls it out before it stops spinning. Yeah. Okay, here's our batter. It's kind of thick, which I'm okay with. And it's definitely very it's pretty pasty. The flavor is so good. They're not terribly sweet, which is great. They have that consistency of the white sweet potato. They're like kind of luscious and silky, but they're not super sweet because remember we've got our fig and maple compote, which I want to reduce a little bit more. So it's too liquidy, so I'm going to turn it up and let it bubble and break down and reduce so that I can increase the flavors of the figs and the maple syrup. And our burner is almost hot enough for our sweet potato pancakes, so let's move towards that. All right, I'm probably going to make these for Nick mostly. I will sample them for you. I'm very low on eggs right now. Luca doesn't seem to like when I eat them. And I say that because I'm just going to use some straight up pasture butter in this skillet, and it's going to taste delicious. If you're not using butter, this is super hot. If you're not using butter, you can use ghee. If you're not using ghee, coconut oil would be delightful. Coconut oil and sweet potato are a really nice match, and they complement each other. And remember, we've got a little coconut flour in here anyway, so kind of going that sort of Caribbean route. And not like regular pancake batter. This is not going to be pourable. You kind of got to scoop it out and plop it on your skillet and press it down into little pancakes. So I'm going to turn this up, but basically, look, we've got our almost like fritters. You know what I mean? We've got our sweet potato fritters going on the front burner, and we've got our fig compote on the back burner, and we're just going to let them cook for a couple of minutes. So, who's ready to see? Ooh, they're coming along nicely. So I can kind of pat the pancakes and see that they're not squishy in the middle and that they're fluffing up. All right, and I'm taking our pancakes off, remembering that they're like little fritters here. Pulling this super hot skillet off, and look what we have. Oh my gosh, they smell really good. We have some lovely, fluffy, thick. There's a fluffiness, but they're pretty dense. These are great just pulled out of the refrigerator and eaten cold if you're in an emergency. And think about it, it's carbohydrate and it's protein. You have eggs and you have sweet potato in here. Man, this would be lovely with some crispy pastured pork, bacon, or sausage if you choose to eat meat. And here's our compote. I want you to see how this turned out. It's like we broke down those figs. Look at that glossiness from the ghee and the maple syrup. And let's pile them up all classic like. How about that? Maybe they'll be blog post worthy. Ooh, they'd be really good with a dollop of plain full fat yogurt. Would be really good on these for a little bit of tanginess. Oh my gosh, I think I just made something blog worthy, you guys. I'm gonna put all the compote on here. If it was in a restaurant, I would dust that with some powdered sugar. If you were making this without talking to a camera, you could have this done in 15 minutes. We have some sweet potato pancakes in 5 ingredients or less. Truthfully, I think it may have been 6 ingredients if you go back. But remembering that you can make them with just 3 ingredients, sweet potato, egg, and salt. And then we have a fig compote. I'm gonna have to taste this fig. Oh my God. Figs and maple syrup and ghee and a little bit of sea salt. Oh my God. Mmm. Oh yeah. I have to turn that into a thing. I'm going to have to take a large bite of this. So what do you think, guys? Can you see yourself making this? Does this look appealing to you? OMG. Let's do a little money shot. Yeah. Oh my God. Mmm. Wait, I am my biggest critic, and I will totally always talk about when a recipe is not quite as amazing as it could be. This is really good. Big winner. Oh my gosh, Luca's gonna be totally fussy with all this egg I'm eating. I don't care. thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope that your weekend is filled with some sort of food that makes you happy and makes you feel nourished. Love you guys. Bye.